And Real Madrid winning streak continues to 6 games in a row. Real Madrid, clean sheet, 2-0 win against Espanyol. In a very difficult game, we played a team who's yet to lose this season. So it was a difficult game on paper, and Madrid win 2-0. In a very interesting game, a game of two halves. You can really say that. 2 screamers, 2 great goals from Real Madrid. Some players performing exceptionally, whilst others are performing not the greatest. Let's talk about it before we start, before we get any further. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and of course, comment your own thoughts, all of my Madrid fans. Today, we got to see something amazing, something beautiful, something sensational, and I'm not even going to talk about the game. I'm just going to talk about the fact that we got to see, where are they? Where are they, fam? Oh, this right here made my life. It made my life. It made me happy. These two coming on, it's the reason why I'm alive. It's the reason why the season of Real Madrid starts today. Even though we have won 6 games in a row, it still starts today because these two are so important. These two are so crucial, and these two will change our season for the better. Enough glazing. No. More glazing. I think I should glaze more. By the way, Jude Bellingham, that cameo might be the best and the greatest cameo I think I've ever seen anyone drop. That Camavinga cameo is the second best cameo I think I've ever seen. Jude Bellingham and Camavinga deserves the Ballon d'Or after what they've just done today. Jude Bellingham should have won a man of the match. I know Mbappe won it, but it should have been Jude Bellingham. You know what I mean? That Eduardo Camavinga cameo with the touches, oh my goodness. Jude Bellingham, okay, enough glazing. I think I've glazed too much. I think, you know what, I'll put my hands up. I think I've glazed too much. The first half of Real Madrid wasn't the greatest, you can say. It was the first 30 minutes, I think we were very poor, very slow, no intent, slow build-up, not a lot of pressing, not a lot of moving from anyone, despite the fact that we had the goal 1-0 up. And it came from a player which really and truly bailed us out. Like, Madrid wasn't looking to create. They weren't looking to do anything. Before Militao scored, we had 0 shots on target. 0 shots in total. Just forget target. Off target, in target, between the target, off the target, and the right. We had 0 shots. And then Eder Militao stepped up with a sensational strike. What a hit. What a hit, bro. What a hit, bro. From like 40 yards, sensational goal, impossible for the goalkeeper to save. And Eder Militao basically bails out Real Madrid. And after that, after the cooling break, after the 30th minute, I felt that Madrid played better. The intensity was a bit higher. There was a bit more intent. The players was moving. I saw Vini on the right. I saw Mbappe on the right. I saw Vini on the left. I saw Gonzalo Garcia dropping deeper. I saw Mbappe dropping deeper as he did the whole first half. But after 30 minutes, it became a little better. We had a great sequence, an absolute great sequence towards the end of the first half where Vini became Vini, the Vini that we all know. So much space in transition, still one of the most difficult plays to stop. Nice little piece of skill at the halfway line. Passed it to Mbappe. Great run, by the way. Passed to Mbappe, and Mbappe misses an absolute easy sitter. And also in the first half, Espanyol had an easy sit as well. They had an easy chance from the free kick where it should have been 1-1 at that point, but they missed it. The second half starts, same players, same 11. No one went off. And I think we played a bit better. There was more intensity. Franco had a nice little second half. Vini was better in the second half. And it was better. The goal came from very similar to the first half. Vini passes to Mbappe, and Mbappe from our side, the box with a screamer of his own. This time around, I feel like the goalkeeper should have done better. Like the first one with Militao, it was impossible for him to pretty much save. The second one, I did think the goalkeeper could have done a little bit better. But I'm not taking anything away from it. Mbappe continues his form. It's now 7 goals for Real Madrid so far this season. 5 in the league and 2 in the Champions League. Players came off the bench, of course. Vini went off. Vini had a moment where he hit the post. He had a nice little shot outside the box. I think Vini was a lot more involved in the second half. Mbappe could have scored 2 goals with a back-to-back save from Dimitric. Franco had a chance. I think Arda Good, the moment he came on, started to create. Tchouaméni played amazing in the second half. So did Eder Militao. I'll talk about player performances. Then, of course, Arda came on, Brahim came on, Camavinga and Jude came on, and that was the moment where I think everyone was waiting for. Finally, Arda's back. Sorry, finally Jude is back and Camavinga's back. Now Madrid finally have all of their midfielders available. And this is where, like I said earlier, the season will start today. Now we're going to see a complete, again, none of them are going to be starting next game against Levante. I think both of them are going to be slowly easing in. I reckon both of them will be starting the following game, our last game, maybe against Atleti. I can see maybe, I don't think so, maybe, but I don't think anyone's going to be starting against Levante on Tuesday. Let's talk about player performances. Thibaut Courtois had no really any saves to make. I don't think he made any sort of saves that I can remember that comes to mind. I think the only chance to which they came was a chance which they completely missed. Other than that, I don't think he made any sort of saves. But I'm going to give Thibaut a 7. Dani Carvajal, after of course the absolute disgraceful mistake he did against Marseille, the red card, I think he stepped up with a lot more leadership shown. Very consistent, reliable display from Dani Carvajal. A couple of times the ball went over the top and recovered decently, I would say. Going forward, he made the wrong passes, the wrong crosses, the wrong selections. But I think defensively it was a reliable performance, especially now where we need him, where Trent is out for pretty much 5 to 6 weeks. So for Dani Carvajal, I'm going to give him a 7 as well. My man of the match. Mbappe won La Liga's man of the match, but Eder Militao is my man of the match. What an absolute display. I hope no one takes away the fact that Eder Militao is coming back from a back-to-back ACL. No player, especially a defender, should be moving like this after coming back from a back-to-back ACL. I'm seeing him still the exact same player as I saw him before. The explosiveness is still there. The quickness is still there. The recovery pace is still there. Defensively, he's still the same. Going forward, he's still the same. His ball playing is still the same. And the strike, he's got some bangers in him. What an absolute... That was a complete performance. Certain times, I saw him progress the ball. I saw him play as a left winger. Certain times, I see him wing the ball from all over the pitch. This was a captain display. Yes, Dani Carvajal was the captain, but he understood the assignment. The assignment was that no Dean Huijsen, Raul's coming in, who's yet to start the season, and he absolutely stepped up massively. Like Eder Militao, what an absolute sensational performance, and it deserves a 9 out of 10. You know what? I might even give him 9. You know what? I'm going to give him a 9. Like 10 is too high, you know what I mean? 10 is too high. But what an absolute great display. The person next to him, Raul deserves a lot of credit as well. Raul deserves a lot of credit. There was a moment in the first half, the 15th, 20th minute, where he fouled someone on the right-hand side, which I felt like it was a bit rushed, which I bet was a bit reckless. And I felt like, oh, here we go again. Raul's back. But after that, he bounced back amazingly. Like towards the end of the first half, he made a very crucial last-ditch interception. Great recovery. The second half, he was as important as ever, as very good, very consistent, defensively as secure as possible. Like Espanyol has scored in every single game this over the season. I think. Hold on. I don't want to say if I'm wrong. I think. Let me see. Espanyol has... Yes, bro, they've scored every game this over the season. He did very well to handle the pace and to handle the Puado and up front Esposito up front. Like, he did very well. Like, especially with him coming into this game, not starting, having a pool Club World Cup. There's a lot of pressure for him to deliver and show what he can do. And I think he responded very well. Like, Raul Arsenio, I'm very happy with his display. Alvaro Carreras maintains his consistency, maintains his usual self, maintains the fact that how consistent he is now a player that I can expect him to drop a 7 or 8 out of 10 every single game. I am not worried. I'm not concerned of any given player. Like, I'm really looking forward to the Lamine Yamal challenge, because I think this is where every Madrid fan is going to look at Alvaro Carreras and say to themselves whether he's actually this kind of player or whether we are hyping him up to be that kind of player. Again, Lamine Yamal is the greatest challenge that any left back can have. I think he's the most tricky, most dangerous right winger, or just as a player to defend against. So if Alvaro Carreras can have a great matchup against Lamine Yamal, then I will be as safe as possible for the next decade. So, but other than the fact that, listen, that's next month. But Alvaro Carreras, I can't lie. As consider that he is, for me, my second best player of the game. Fede Valverde, I think this was one of his better performances compared to before. I think the first 30 minutes he was a bit exhausted. You could tell he's exhausted. You can tell this Donny is tired. But I think he responded very well in the second half. He got more involved with the ball. I think a part of me feel like, I don't know if I'm bugging or maybe I'm looking at it tactically in detail. I think his role changed in the second half. The way he played in the first half is very different to the second half, and that's because of his position and his role. I feel like his role changed, and I think we got to see the better of Fede. Now with Cama back and Jude back, let's see what his role will be for the rest of the season. Whether it's going to be the same as last season or whether it's going to be a new role. But for Fede, I think he responded better in the second half. Tchouaméni was my third best player of the match. In terms of my best three players, it was 1, 2, 3, and Alvaro and Raul had a very good game as well. But Tchouaméni was sensational, very good in midfield, as defensive, as secure as ever. Going forward, the pass he was making, the interception, winning the final third a couple of times. He was being involved in the final third as well a couple of times. Like Tchouaméni, yes, Cama's back, yes, Jude is back, but his position is as secure, as safe as ever. Vini Jr., first half, wasn't involved as much, even though he had one great moment towards the end of the first half. But second half, he got the ball more. We got to see a lot. But I think the chance that he had, the run that he had in the first half gave him a lot of confidence. Because the second half, he had the same couple times as well. Like, the chance that he had was the goalkeeper saved it, was a nice little attempt. He hit the post, of course, with the Mbappe chance. I think he did better in the second half. I would say Vini, I'll give Vini a 7. I'll give Vini a 7. Franco, I will give him a 7 as well. I think I saw a couple good moments from Franco. I think with Franco, one thing I love about Franco, his runs for days. He never gets tired. His movement is amazing. And I'm going to be real, his ceiling is very high. Franco 10 years from now will be a very much different player to Franco right now. Because Franco right now, you can still see it. He's still raw. His decision-making is not the best. There was a couple of times where he passed it. His pass selection is just not the greatest. But I think I love his passion. I love his drive to the game. He never stops running. And that is number one. Number two is now you on the ball. And I think with more games, with more rhythm, with a lot more experience, he can become the player that we thought we signed. And Xabi Alonso sees the vision, of course, and hopefully, well, he's still young. This is his first season, so I'm not looking at him any differently. I think with more games under his belt, I think he'll become the player that I think hopefully we expect him to become. Mbappe, I wasn't really a fan of his positioning in this game. In the first half, he played a lot more deeper. He played as a 10. He was carrying the ball, trying to create. That's not your bag. It's like, let's be real. That's not your bag. Like, your bag is on the left and as a striker. So you come in and try to collect it and try to create. That's not your bag, bro. Let's be real. But second half, I saw the runs in behind the defense the moment Arda Güler came on. The thing is, he misses Arda Güler. And this is something that we need to make very clear to Xabi Alonso. There is about 5 creators in this team. We've got 5 creators. 2 of them, one of them's out with a suspension. The other one's out with an injury for 6 weeks in Trent. The third person is finally coming back from injury in Jude Bellingham. Arda Güler is one of them. You can't, when Trent is not there, when Dean Huijsen's not there, and when Jude is not in the midfield, you need to have a creator in that team. Arda Güler must play. Today wasn't a game for Arda Güler to be on the bench. Okay, I know you rested him. He played 6 games, but still you need to play him. That's the reason why Mbappe became better when Arda Güler came on than what he was before he came on. Mbappe, before he came on, he kept dropping deep, waiting for the pass to get to him. Then, when Arda Güler came on, he started making runs in behind the defense, and that's when he had the chances, the goal and X, Y, and Z. I think Mbappe, I'm going to give him a 7.5. I don't think he was better than Raul, Alvaro, and then Militao, no way, and Tchouaméni. Gonzalo Garcia, I'm going to be real. I'm going to be one of those people that are going to say that he didn't have... I feel sorry for him. Like, with Gonzalo Garcia, you can play devil advocate. One side, you can say he had a poor game, he was non-existent, X, Y, and Z. The other side of it, he had no service. Like nothing got to him. And this is why I kind of feel bad for him, because it's not like we gave him any sort of chance. He only had one half chance, which he just completely missed the ball. But other than that, we didn't give him any sort of balls over the top, in behind. We didn't do that. So I kind of feel bad for him on that part. But other than that, you still expect him to do something in terms of dropping deep, making something out of nothing. But he's not that kind of player. So you still need him to create for him. So with Alvaro, unfortunately, he might be the worst rated player because of the fact he got no service. But most important for Real Madrid, it continues the winning form. The winning form continues. 6 games out of 6 so far. It's been a great start to the season from Osasuna to Oviedo to Mallorca to Sociedad to Marseille and now Espanyol. We played 5 games in the league. We've kept 3 clean sheets, which is massive. We're top in the league, 15 points. Great start to the season. Now we've got a game on Tuesday against Levante, against a difficult side against Levante, who won today, finally picking up the first W against Girona, and who was very close to win or get a result against Barcelona earlier this season. So it's going to be a difficult game. But put down in the comments what you guys made of the game. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon with another game.